Hello, in this video I'm going to show how to download QGIS for Mac and install and start working on that for the very beginners. Let's search QGIS download, qgis.org. Click this, skip it and go to the download. If you want to donate, you're welcome. And it automatically recognizes which operating system. The long-term release, this is the most stable now. Click here, your download will start automatically. I can go click show in Finder. It's here. And let me double click to install. Click here, drag and drop to the application folder. It's done. It might take time depending on the power of your MacBook. So the installation is done. And if I go to my browser here, QGIS, it's here. If I delete here, it's QGIS here. And let's open QGIS. For the first time, when you open it, it asks you, are you sure you want to open it? Because I know this program software, so this is not malicious. Click open. When you install QGIS for the first time and open, an untitled project opens, and here are different tools. On this left side, this is the browser panel, and this bottom left is the layer panel. Because we do not have any project, so this is empty. If you have created projects earlier, then your recent projects will appear here. Here on the bottom, you can see coordinate, scale, magnifier. This is the zoom percentage, rotation, and the coordinate system. Let me close this. So first, let's open a project, just new empty project. Double click, it will open here. Some of the tools, here on the left side, browser panel, it shows the disk device, your computer's device here. And here are other tools. To begin, look at the XYZ Tiles. This is for the base maps. And by default, QGIS has two base maps. OpenStreetMap. If I double click, it loads. I can zoom in, zoom out. And here on the layer panel, when I double clicked, it showed here all the imported layers that appear here. If I want to delete this, right click and remove layer. Also, there's another MapGen global terrain. Double click, it's a global terrain data. If you right click on this layer, it has all the options here, like show in overview, show labels, copy layer, rename layer, zoom to 100% resolution, duplicate layer, remove layer, change data source, layers, projection system, exporting layer, style, and properties. If you click on properties, this is another main window where you can change like the symbology, transparency, labels, rendering options, it's metadata, legend, display related information. So this is key properties. Let's remove this. And QGIS has different menu options: project, edit, view, layer, setting, plugin, vector, raster. So for vector data, vector related tools, raster related tools, database, wave, mesh, processing toolbox. When we want to apply some kind of analysis, for example, let's say buffer or other different tools, then this window is really important. Processing, and click on toolbox, it opens on the right side. So here are different tools available to analyze our data: cartography, geometry, database, a lot of tools. And it has a search option. We could also type search with a keyword, and then it provides some options. Let's say if I type buffer, then it gives this option. If I type, let's say, proximity, then it also shows some tools: proximity, raster distance. So processing toolbox. Another important menu is plugins. Through plugins, we can install several plugins to analyze our data. Let's say, for example, there are plugins available for processing imageries. There are plugins for additional base maps. There are plugins for importing photos. There are plugins for importing images, satellite imageries. So plugins are special tools in QGIS. Several open source researchers, they create their own plugins to specify data analysis or maps making for specific purposes, and then they create the plugin. So we have this option to install plugin so that we can actually customize our analysis. Let's say go to install plugin. It shows this window, and from here all install. It has some plugins already installed, but let's say for plugins related to additional base maps, if I type HCMGIS, so you will get more access to additional base map. And to install, click install plugin. It is installing here, and if we need to reinstall them, we could do that. And then after that, if I see on the install option here, HCMGIS, I'll close this. So where can I find that? I go to plugins here. It should either show here, but for this, it is here, HCMGIS. And if I click on base map, I have access to several base maps. For example, Esri topographic, Esri imagery, Google. So let's go to Esri imagery. If I click that, then it is added here on the layer. I can zoom in, zoom out, and I can go to where I want to go. So this is really important after we install QGIS for the first time. Get your base map plugin and get familiarized with these tools to import shape files or any data. Here, go to the layer and add layer. You will be able to add different kinds of data. Also, these icons you can see here, right? For some vector tiles, WMS, WMTS data. Here are some options as well, but the main is here: layer, add layer, and edit. You'll see different tools. Project. So from project, you can save the project, and you can go to the project and properties, and then you can write information about your file name, project title, and you can set different stuff here. Okay, and layouts. This is also important. After we make maps, we need to make a layout to export the map. So here, this is the option. In ArcGIS Pro, it has insert layout option, and the layouts, you can have lots of tabs. You can make as many tabs you want, but in QGIS it has different options. So go to project and go to layouts and click layout. A new layout will open, and then it will ask you for renaming, and then that's where you'll do that. So I'll make video for that later on. Some of the tools are already here. For example, zoom tool, click plus, and then drag, zoom out, click minus, and then drag. You'll zoom out, or use your mouse to scroll. So there are different options, and this is for refreshing your map. Click on that. Okay, so this is all about a very general introduction of QGIS interface after you install. I hope you like this video. If you find this video helpful, please share, subscribe, and also write in the comment below what kind of videos you want me to prepare for your mapping needs. Thank you.